what I'm looking at, not too many things have changed. Most of the players are just playing their own comfortable characters, comfortable agents, that is. So, Evil Geniuses, YFP, we finally land ourselves here in Ascent, and YFP, they're going to start things off with a bit of a split.
I think it's more or less going to be a working towards mid from Worldwide, and that, again, that solo lurk coming out from Tetra is that Cypher. But no, they don't immediately push into mid. A little bit of util chalked up here as Roka's looking for an early peek. It's silence for now from YFP. You grab that ult orb, you cut noise, you kind of cause a little bit of uncertainty. I like this positioning, though, from Busio. He's got the ability to instantly dash away, and Roka finding a little bit of a tag over towards the B link. So YFP, if they want to entry into this site right now, it would only be with 3 players. Now here we see that shift back as Worldwide comes back to help his teammates out. Tetra playing that solo lurk. And again, 3 players here from EG, but it seems to be a retake setup with 2 players in Garden. And again, Busio in that dash position if he wants to get out of dodge.
It's going to be the actual option for entry, though. Smoke might stop things for a little bit, but Branted, so nasty, just getting 2 direct headshots.
Oh my god!
My word, Evil Geniuses already with a bit of a showcase of aim early on in this game. 2 big kills for Roka. He's making the headshots look so easy. Tetra now the last one remaining in a 1v4. Only has 1 player that's relatively low. It's going to be Branted on that front line. Branted ends up getting the info, but of course, the bullets run out. It's going to be a round back for Evil Geniuses. What a hold.
Yeah, it's been quite some time since I've seen Roka in an official matchup, and I just...
Yeah, me too.
I got all these memories of him on Space Station Gaming with Busio and just popping off with the share. A great round for EG, and despite playing essentially like a full retake setup again, that was the idea, is that, okay, we can just back away, we can play it, we can get a couple of kills, but no, Roka says, I'm not doing that, I'm pushing straight through. And alongside Busio up on top of Heaven, it's a perfect setup in YFP. They're going to go for an eco. Jet's going to be the only one to buy anything here. He'll have the Marshal to play with, but YFP, I think this is a round where they're okay. It's like, okay, if we lose this round, not a big deal. Let's just try and take guns away, and that should be the main goal. Get aggressive down mid, and Busio again, that Sheriff ring and true is going to find an opening.
And the rest of EG is trying to anticipate these early little spots from YFP. Gladly, of course, they'll end up taking out that first pick, but Busio might get a little bit too hungry for it. The fight for mid finally ends up breaking down. It's the spike down completely out, and it's lonesome. YFP currently have 3 players spread throughout the map. 1 person over towards B, just watching at the cross, same if anyone's over towards top mid. Of course, the communication is there. Mr. Kwan doesn't see anything, neither does his teammate. Do they want to take this back? Roka could just farm up the frags. More importantly, of course, that Empress that's about to go up. Only 3 points away. Couple of bullets on, though. 81 HP as he goes away.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to stick around against 2 classics, because if you're not able to take them both down in a timely manner, you will be the one going down. EG, as you get in that contact, I'm pretty sure they're certain it's not going to be an A-hit, so that's why we see a little bit of a shift from Busio back towards the B site. There are still 2 players here anyway.
30 seconds left.
YFP. Are they going to be able to get onto the site and get the spike out? I certainly think otherwise. There's a nice spam going in. Foe is going to be good to find. 1 EG making sure that their teammate doesn't fall as Foe finds 1. Temperature with that late swing, and it's not a full flawless round, but it's only 4 players still standing as 1 goes down. EG with a 2nd round, and Economy should be looking fine moving forward. It's YFP that'll have the full buy here.
How are they going to treat this? Of course, this gun around back. Evil Geniuses, they haven't exactly shown too many examples of them being aggressive back over towards choke points. So YFP, really at this point, it's just a clean slate. However they end up taking up this next round is going to dictate really the tempo for the rest of the half. And what a way to start that tempo up, to start that momentum up. All cooped up right outside of B. It might have actually been a last-second decision, as most of the players from YFP are actually a little bit late to approach that mid line. They could actually make an approach, though. Deep ol' smoke here.
Yeah, they're going for a B split, and they're going to use that that boom, but to take that space. A nice paranoia goes in, but it does end up affecting their own team. Temperature sitting, he only has a ghost. I mean, he has the Marshal to play as a secondary, but it's such a risk as Foe alone in the back lines. spraying with that Ares. Wow, this is coming out good here for EG as Roka with a sheriff picking up the Vandal. Now, what is this hold from EG? One player remaining, Mr. Juan, the man you wanted to see, and he's gonna have to come up big, but he's got no idea there's already one on his backside. Roka there for the peak, and it's a clean one coming out of Evil Geniuses as they take a third against the YFP full buy.
Yeah, no, that take was a great idea. YFP, they didn't put too much contact over towards B main. Their path over towards mid was completely clear. If anything, it just had to come down to the Ares and the Ghost. It's just more surprising to me that Temperature walks on out, but it's just the answer right after that. Roka was ready to re-peak. It was Evil Geniuses lining themselves up for as much trade potential as possible, and I'm happy to report, Sully, that EG, they're feeling and looking just fine. They have the rifles back. YFP, not so much.
Revealing area.
Nice little recon bolt tag from Foe. It's only a little bit of information. In the meantime, the rest of YFP have approached this a site. Temperature just sitting in the back. Turret's gonna pop off. It's a free kill, and now Temperature still pivoting around is gonna find a second. Nice little charge to that lockdown. He's gonna have that online, so no worries for EG whatsoever. Mr. Juan will be able to find one into Roka, but Roka was sitting with a share for like 2 to 3 rounds, so he should be fine to reinvest no matter what. EG fourth, knocking on their door at the moment is YFP. Looking for a little bit of collateral damage, get ults charge up if possible, but at this point in time, Jet, never mind, is actually going to find another 3 versus 2, and it actually is a little bit doable, maybe too doable for EG's liking, so they're going to play a little bit more safe and just play off of the plant that they hear.
Good old Jet, alongside Worldwide, making their way over towards that B site again. It is good that YFP have already gotten themselves a couple of taps in, but again, it just has to come down here to Foe, who has 69 HP, and man, oh man, just makes the spray down look so easy. And of course, it was easy. They literally just walked into his crosshair. The Odin! All too easy. It's a laser beam. He ends up getting 2 kills, 4 rounds back for EG. This next round, Sully, YFP, we haven't seen too much from them at all, really. I would love to comment on how they play, how I could see them end up making these takes, but if anything, it's almost like YFP are going with emotions alongside with us.
It feels like it. Like, YFP are just dealing with whatever EG's gonna throw at them, and in this round, it's another Odin, it's another Operator. As early contact in towards A main. It's Branted that actually has it this time around. Mr. Juan, can he find something? Roka's going to take the peek. Boostio for the second swing. He's got the angle, but Roka's going to get the kill and the overkill. That's going to take a lot of space away from the YFP lineup, and they're going to have to take some back towards mid. Nanostorm pops as well, causing a big delay. Now they're like, okay, we have to pivot on our back. We don't know if there's one on our flank. It's a nice setup from EG just in this round alone.
Oh, Temp, what a great answer. But now he has to hold on for dear life. These players are going to try to pressure out this lockdown for sure. He's still trying to go for it. Temperature holding it down. Still going to be able to get one off that Nanoswarm. YFP are clear onto site, and they've made it through the lockdown.
Oh, Temperature, that lockdown wasn't deep enough, and now they've got control. Now they've got another kill. Tetra to knock it to a 3v3. Roka's a little bit late to the party, but still things settle down, and YFP adjust.
Here we go, Tetra holding down the bottom line, knows that there's gonna be at least one out.
Oh!
Boostio gets the peek out and gets the headshot first. Advantage EG, out goes the peek, Worldwide now with the lineup, and he's gonna be able to get 2. Has the TP, no peek just yet, and the TP is right on time. He goes into the back of B main, and Branted, now with no space, trying to finally go for the defuse. Worldwide on top, 20 bullets left. He has everything to work with. Branted with no space.
No way!
What? Are you kidding me? Branted, he didn't see Worldwide at all, and he still gets him clean through the smoke, and the defuse goes in below a second. Evil Geniuses continue to play with YFP.
Less than a second to win that round. I don't know what Branted saw.
Desperation.
I imagine we have the other POV, but there it is. Here's our replay. Wow, Branted to clutch it out. He picks up the Odin last second and takes that spray.
Worldwide, dude.
That is such a clutch. I mean, Worldwide had the idea. I don't even think there's no way Branted saw him. There's surely no way
he was just
saw him.
spraying.
It had to be a random spray, and Branted pulling off the 1v1. EG 5-0 start against YFP, and even though it gets close, it gets dicey, EG are sure to clean things up. The operator taken over by Busio back towards the B site. Once more, EG taking aggressive control towards A main as we see Roka posted up in Winery.
Whew, man, oh man. In we go then. YFP, they continue to just get played with, man. Evil geniuses. Both B main and A main currently populated by these defensive agents. And the YFP, no way to even go through what is friendly territory. Roka now over towards Cat, gonna be able to get one. The dismiss is so good. He's back to switch. Not only that, but the Empress is out. Let's see what the Empress of Darkness can do as she emerges from the darkness. 2 players over towards Cat, still trying to focus up with an eye. Roka alongside Temperature. It's a good little bait there. Roka takes on Tetra, but Tetra, good reaction as he still takes down Temperature, but out goes Boostio in the mid side. Evil geniuses on a cakewalk.
Yeah, this is so far just a masterclass from EG in locking and holding down sides Roka as well. Tossing a really nice leer that'll blind front A main and anyone swinging into garden. So YFP at a 0-6 deficit. How do you try and recover? Because I mean, currently it's like I hate to chalk it up to this, but it feels like right now it's just an aim diff, and EG are hitting every single shot. Busio and Roka popping off at the right moments. We know how good Temperature can be when he's finally back on a Sentinel, an agent that he's more comfortable with. He's popping off as well, and the coveted Ranted and Foe as well, lining things up. It's difficult for YFP, but this is a full send into the A site with a showstopper. It could certainly be doable.
Yeah, Temperature gonna be able to get one spray transfer, almost good. For Worldwide, ends up getting the frag instead. Everyone from YFP out in the middle of A site, but they're just trying to find a route to even plant in. Nothing is safe just yet. Owl drone going out. That is so tempting. So tempting for Mr. Juan to get a jump there, but he's not going to do so. And Branted, cheeky little TP. He TPs into Wine, and he sweeps the last 3 players. That is one of the more efficient Omen ultis that you're going to see today. Maybe in a little bit, because I really don't know any efficient like Omen TPs other than the one that we saw earlier or something like that. Hey, 7-0. Evil geniuses, they're just fine. I'm trying to find new things to talk about, Sully, because we just keep talking about evil geniuses winning.
Yeah, I mean, what is there to talk about, really? Again, EG have been shutting every instance down. Granted, I mean, Jet had the idea that he was TP all the way back into A main, and that's why he gets caught off guard, and Branted was so close to the front of A main, is ready for that insta swing. So, YFP, they will have to buy back a showstopper to work with on an entry. I think this is the round where they maybe go for it, right? That double blast back kind of suffices as a jet smoke updraft dash. So we'll see if that wants to come into play here. It is only one player. Roka has been playing this mid garden area. He's been really good at pivoting around, but I like this already. They know the pressure is coming. They start to back away. Hunter's Fury isn't going to get a frag, but that showstopper certainly is.
So luckily enough that they saved it for that type of scenario, because I think just because of that crossfire and cats and a little bit more speed, I feel as if EG, they could have had the right bodies to try to hold this further. But YFP, good timing, good hustle. They are now through. Mr. Quan has a couple lineups to go. He has shock darts ready too. That's just going to be a recon bolt to try to clear out heaven a little bit. Mr. Quan watching that backside. There is one trying to go on the flank. Tetra getting pressured out from Cat alongside one more over towards heaven, but it's a great crossfire. Jet and Mr. Juan combined for 2. And Branted has absolutely nowhere to go. It's finally going to be a round back for YFP.
Yeah, unless Branted can pull off some crazy heroics again.
It's not going to happen.
Doesn't look possible, but he is keeping players or trying to hunt these players down. And yeah, I love this. Branted going for a big hunt, and Mr. Worldwide. Everybody been through tough times. He's going to make sure they get their first round. Now, I was going to say, Gus, I said, in my head, I was like, if things go the way they normally go, YFP's going to win this round because 7-1 Brazil generally scoreline. But I didn't say it.
You haven't said it in a bit.
No, because I was like, I'm not gonna do it anymore. But like in this one, I was like, if the script goes according to plan, when Upmine and Sully cast, there's always a 7-1, and we haven't had it yet. And we get it here.
No, and it happened today, folks. And we could actually continue watching up some good Valorant, and potentially it's just a curse. We've had a lot of 7-5s in the last day. I think almost exclusively 7-5s with a lot of the close games that we've been looking at. So YFP could definitely bring back that same scoreline. They're on a good path to do so. Still another rifle round. EG not in a great spot in terms of economy just yet, but they could be in a great spot in terms of just the round period. They have full control of B main, and they get a cheeky little lurk kill, but it's going to be the A side that's the target.
Roka up close. He's got to dismiss. He's going to take the fight. No, Roka with 2. Foe there in case the third went for the swing, and YFP success is so short-lived as the spike down. Tetra alone on the B site, or not even on the B site, outside of B main even. And yeah, EG, an instant recovery from the last round as Tetra. I don't really know what to say and what he can do, but all I can say is that, well, YFP, it's again, I hate to chalk it up to this, but when Boostio and Roka are playing like this, it's so hard to battle back. Okay, 1v5 incoming, maybe Tetra already with 2.
See, by the way, I saw kind of our conversation going. I thought you were going to shout out Tetra for how much of a beast this guy could be individually. And there he goes again. He has made a 1v5 plausible.
Look at just a little, nice little comeback.
Clean.
On Roka. I thought he was gonna take it for dismiss, but no, he's feeling confident. He wants to take these fights, and he gets 2 for his troubles. EG economy is in a perfect state essentially. Could be a little bit better, you know. You maybe want to be closer to max, but it's all good. A nice early paranoia. I don't know what the plan is here because they did it last time. Boostio doesn't have his knives, but he's certainly got a phantom. The contact they're here, and they only so far are hearing up a Cypher now. They hear the second of an Owl Drone. It's ready. Owl Drone comes out. It's going to have to be the KJ in the back. That being, of course, temperature to break it. And that Paranoia knows where one is, but Tetra had time to adjust. He's going to punish, and well, while the rest of his team is here, they are still falling around like dominoes.
Oh my gosh, yes, Tetra is going to stay alive, but that's a big TP coming back from Worldwide. That opens the round back up for YFP. The spike's not going to go down just yet, but this is simply just a delay. Foe, with that Hunter's Fury, no answer can come after. It's all down to Foe and Roka, newly titled teammates. Let's see what they can try to pull off. Mr. Kwan over in B main. Tetra has his back a little bit. Mr. Kwan goes for the peek, but well done from Foe, saving his teammates. Now 2 more players in the back for YFP. Eye in the face of Worldwide.
No way!
Foe, you absolute beast! He saves his teammate and goes on to do an absolute madness of a spray transfer to finish off a 2v1.
Best teammate award goes to Foe for saving Roka's life once in B main and then instantly getting that trade. Heroics from that man. That was YFP written all over. Look at this first save. Okay, you know, nice little move from Roka. This second swing, Lear goes out, instant trade goes into effect. That is immaculate from Foe. 9-1 EG, leading by 8 rounds, reset YFP for another eco buy here. It is not looking good. It is looking worse than bad. It is YFP stuck in an endless cycle of rebuys.
Oh no. Yeah, this is just not the way that you want your best of 3 to start. Ascent is quite an easy map to let slip out of your hands mechanically. And let's see if they can try to pull it back. How is it going to be this round that they pull it back? I'll be completely honest. YFP, they end up getting a couple big entries over right into the middle of the B site. And Branted, who is the only line of defense because of his TP, is now stuck in the back all alone. But what is going on? YFP, they're actually going back. They run into Roka, and Roka's only able to get 1.
One enemy remaining.
Nicely done from Tetra to take this late lurk. Boostio. You pull off this 1 versus 4. It'll cement, I think, this game entirely. At least this first map. Boostio missing that first shot. He's going to back away. Good call to save. EG still... I said their economy was good, and I also said it wasn't at the best, so I think it's a good call for Boostio. Save the op, save the sheriff, and...
Spike planted.
Is it really like that bad? It can't be that bad, can it?
I think maybe he's thinking I have no idea what he's thinking actually. I was thinking he's gonna save it just in case.
Well, look,
it's an interesting predicament that Boostio's in right now. He's just juggling between guns.
Yeah. Yeah, he's contemplated a lot of things. He had a moment with his fallen teammate a little bit earlier on too.
He's
had to leave his respects.
Sorry, I couldn't save you this time.
No. And then of course going back, picking up rifles. He's a little flustered. He's fumbling around with his binds. It's no issues. Evil Geniuses, they're gonna be dropping their first round in a good bit. Their second round overall. We could still see an exit here, and I was still contemplating that economy a little bit. I don't actually know if Evil Genius's economy is all that bad at all, especially now Boostio saving up the op, going to be able to rebuy at least twice with just about 6K in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, EG
So
is going to be...
Yeah, it's a good call that he saves because now we can drop over a rifle, which he does just then, so smart call from Boostio. He can even drop Roka, another buy here. He ends up doing that exactly. So YFP not able to punish that op. That's not the biggest issue, is not being able to pull the op, but it does make things a little bit easier on EG's side. So we'll have to see now if YFP can pull out a third round. Another full send into the B bomb site. A lot of util on a lockdown setup early on as a great paranoia response going in, and that'll slow things down on the YFP camp but allow EG to make quick rotations.
Yeah, that's a great paranoia. They had that Opper over towards main, and now that Opper is watching over towards main. Branton only going to be able to get one, but that's right through the window. Jet thought that he was slick, and he goes down in a heap. Branton still holding down the line. He's down to 10 HP. The shock dart's going to be able to hit him. Nobody else on site, and YFP continuing to frag out. Rokas is dismissed! He's now in the middle of Boathouse. He walks on by Reformed. Boostio takes down Reformed from the middle of the air. And now Boostio, 1v2, has a Phantom in his hands. Both players incredibly low. The Recon both going to be able to catch him. He dashed away. I think he had space Sully, but the trip ended up taking him back. That is an unbelievable, unfortunate series of events. But YFP, they stick together and they make it possible for the last round of the half.
Yeah, to close it out, YFP with 2 rounds to their name. Now, is there more to come? You'll have to wait and see. We'll be right back after this halftime break.
Welcome back, gamers. The Nerd Street Gamers Summer Championships continues here. The second half between Evil Geniuses and YFP going down on Ascent. My name is Upmind, joined here by Sully, and we described it as a cakewalk, and I'm going to continue to describe it like that. Evil Geniuses on a cakewalk, and it has been no real challenge for them thus far.
You know, last 2 rounds were a little bit better from YFP, but that's if they can keep things going here in the second half. Already, right off the bat, aggression towards B main from YFP, and I like it. Get in their face. I mean, EG did it to you. Why can't you do the exact same thing? Wall going up to take that space, and I like how they angled that wall. A vertical wall instead to take it back. 3 players still on this B side. A heavy contest for this fight in mid, and YFP have to be careful, because if they overextend and they give too much, they will take away a whole lot here, EG, and they're taking space up towards Catwalk, just like I mentioned.
Yeah, no, Sully, the wrap back from Cat, from YFP, was actually going to be so huge. They got a lot of damage done in mid, but no kills whatsoever off of that flank. But they could still focus up on this site worldwide alongside Tetra. Both players from Cat, they're going to be able to get kills back from site. Boostio gets 2, though, trades things back to a 3v3. Out goes a Paranoia over towards Heaven. Temperature currently sitting on full HP, the only person on full HP, trying to come back. Jet almost out. 2 players from YFP through Cats. 2 players in Hell. Jet's gonna be able to get 1. Branted has to hold it down, and Temperature 2. Temperature at a great time coming in from A main. I got it incorrect. He's not playing the Omen at this time, but it is what it is. Temperature keeps it alive off the flank in A main. EG with what might be a back-breaking pistol round.
Yeah, a perfect execution. That turret going out. It's like, look at this. All their attention pivots because they're struggling to get Branted, and Temperature picking and choosing his fights. Even on low HP, does a great job to lock it in for EG. And like you said, a back-breaking pistol round. As cliche as we always say it is, YFP needed to win that one to keep themselves in this map. They're not done just yet. EG are playing with a much lighter buy, similar to what we saw in their second round buy in the last half. But YFP, again, dancing with just classics. We'll see if they can get something going. There's still a little bit of a buffer, so this next round coming up in round 3 is guaranteed to have their full buy where they must win.
And for YFP, really the only thing that they can do in this round is just make that path back up to double digits, you know, as easy as possible. And it starts with just getting a couple of frags here if they can get it. Boostio continues it right. He might be able to get another one. Boostio has been in the exact same position. Yeah. He's only taken like 10 shots thus far. And he's still chilling. And he
got wall bang by a ghost.
Boostio. Oh, easy for Boostio. 11th round for EG. They wrap it up. It's the shenanigans that we know and love.
I'm more amazed at how the shock dart didn't get that kill, and the
right, and Boostio did.
Had the wall bang with a ghost instead. But EG, keeping things super clean, and I know we're seeing the exact same thing, and we're seeing that judge Boostio. What have you got planned? Because it's such a deadly jet dash, and you just updraft. I'm thinking like back to Screwface days on Kooky Koalas, where he's dashing
that one tournament
over
where
everything.
They just changed the meta.
So we'll have to see. As a 5-man setup for EG, they've got confidence. They have a buy no matter what in the next, so they're just gonna full send it. Paranoia to try and delay. That's what it's gonna take. However, I think because they see the Omen smoke, they don't want to just run into a Paranoia. They slow things down, out from the sky. Reformed with a double.
Reformed all too good. He snuck his way into Wine, and now his teammates can continue to try to help him on the hold.
Great nade.
Out goes the nade. Look at the nade. It holds 2 in the corner, and the amount of damage done by Reformed has been so good. If that wall doesn't go up, I would dare to say that YFP finishes this round within 10 seconds.
Like this from the turret to ensure you can get the ult orb. I think EG are kind of understanding this might be a lost cause of a round. 5v2. Mr. Juan right behind Tetra. Mr. Juan to get 1. Branted. Looking for a couple of exits. No damage done to YFP, and this was the round they absolutely had to win, and they get it done in flawless fashion. You keep 5 players alive. All you got to reinvest to is utility and that armor. That's not a major buyback here. EG, while I said they would have had the full buyback, they are on thin ice in terms of economy, where if they lose this round, down they go and up YFP go.
It's at least something back for them, but like I said, the path is going to be very long. They did the right steps, though. Again, it was just the damage done in that last round. Has to be a second one in the road to try to get that reset. Baby steps, folks. Baby steps. YFP focusing once again on these choke points, and look at this! Tetra, alongside his teammate on the other side of the map, both go for deep B main and A main pushes. but only one of them goes down. It is Tetra. And look at Roka. Roka so sneaky in the mid side. But it is going to be reformed back with a kill worldwide with another one. Evil Geniuses. They had that mid control, but it's falling apart.
And their economy is what else is going to fall apart right after this one. YFP. Nice tag. Where's the swing? Foe trying to get a little bit risky with it. Mr. Juan still in the back. He's going to hold the spray. He's jumping and hopping, and Foe nearly could have had a kill there. Tags him down just a little bit. Spike will go down. Ooh, 17 HP left for Foe as those paint shell grenades do a whole lot of damage. And now with that 17 HP left, EG have to play a lot more cautious, and they're all huddled in the back site.
Yeah, this is just going to be so tough, Sully, isn't it? YFP, they're definitely going to try to make this retake. And what is going on there? Mr. Juan can't get it done. Worldwide still going to be able to get 2 kills. Brandon now on the back line with 3 players trying to attack him. And I actually thought that Reformed was going to go for a knife for any reason. He swung real quick, but YFP, they've thrown as many punches as they needed to already. 5 rounds under their belt, most likely a 6th coming up. Mission accomplished, Sully. They've reset EG.
Yeah, reset EG. Busio will have the Blade Storm, I guess, to play with. That's really about it. This engagement towards mid is what spells disaster for EG and the exec, and it takes away the 2 core players that are ready to split into the side, and Brandon in the back. Flicking around, 2 different players coming from 2 different angles, almost an impossible situation. So EG reset on an eco, have Sheriffs and the singular Blade Storm to play with. We'll see if Busio can make this one profitable, as they're going to set their sights on an A split at the moment. Busio working up with Roka. We again know how deadly they can be with Sheriff, so don't count them out if they can find 1 or 2 openings alongside Busio's knives. They're coming in hot. There's one already.
Ooh, Tetra still going to keep that streak going. Busio quite ballsy with that dash right into him, and Tetra still gonna be able to get a 3rd. 7 more bullets remaining, could definitely get a 4th, but Brandon comes up from behind, gets the kill instead. Reformed alongside a Boombot and a 2v1 against Brandon, and it's surely the 1-2 combo that you oh so love. YFP still going up, 6th round back. But it's just the clean stuff that they wanted, Sully. And I don't even think they need to focus on making these rounds clean either. Their economy is already out and away. They only need enough, you know, saved up for 2 rounds allocation, I would like to think. So YFP, now it's just focusing on rebuying every round and just trying to make this game possible.
Yeah, EG in this round have their buyback. They have 3 ultimates to play off of, a TP into the backside of B, lockdown setup as well to force players back. So this is a combination that can be deadly. And we talk about how good KJ can be on this map. This is where she comes into effect with this lockdown, but it's a slow start. The idea is to pull players and not give them the full conviction that it's going to be a full-on B hit. Split their attention, and that's what it's done. Jet's now got to dance with an op alone. I think he has thrown that wall up. There's a tiny bit of a gap. It will fade here momentarily. Lockdown to go in. Busio ready for the dash, and well, you look at this positioning, Jet is going to get locked into place. They're waiting, listening, and watching. Busio with an early dash to take space, and 2 players are going to get locked down, detained, and it's just Busio. He's running into sight. He knows another's detained, but there's one on his backside. What is happening here?
What just happened? Entirely! Roka's gonna get 2, and now it's just Tetra in a 1v3, but it's so possible. Roka, what a cutoff in the mid side. But his 2 teammates, they need desperate help. Look at the HP now on the last. Roka, his position is exposed, that he's back in the garage. Tetra doesn't get any shots in. Roka's still playing around with the corner. He's literally waving his hand around the corner trying to bait him out. Oh, he's playing peekaboo with Tetra. Tetra is biting this bait completely. Busio, he's getting pressured out, dashes out to the middle of arches, and look at Roka. He slips into the backline once again. Tetra still gets the kill. 76 HP, but he has no time. He can hold down the site and just make sure they don't have the op for the next round. But it's Evil Geniuses now going up to map point.
That has to, if you guys think Dapper is going to be literally waving at your opponent and telling him where you are, is going to be the most ultimate form of BM. YFP, though, they're going to be laughing all the way to the bank because they still have credits to buy. You look at EG, that was a costly round. You lose every single player. Reinvestments will be made, and you're still stuck in that situation where if you end up losing, you will have no credits to buy with. YFP are not done just yet. As EG, they have map points, but they don't have the map just yet, and that's the thing. They can't take their foot off the gas. They have to keep pressing forward, and they're pressing deep into the A site where Mr. Juan, he is alone. There's a quick rotation with the showstopper possibly, and that could be a big effect in this post plan, or at least the stopping of an execution.
Nowhere to run.
Could definitely be. I'm just a big fan of crafty tripwires, period. Oh, seeing that formatting in the middle of the A site. That dash actually doesn't run into too many of them, but it's still that defense coming back from EG over towards Cat. Roka simply making an
you're
approach.
kidding me.
And YFP! Roka is literally just waltzing his way into these interactions, and it just works. In the middle of the site, showstopper goes out, traded back by foe, and Boostio, playing whack-a-mole, pops out from heaven.